Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about the quarter 1 results of Titan. So Titan has declared the quarter 1 results, which is from April to June of the current financial year, which is 2021-2022. So let us take a look at how the results have been for the company, and we will also take a look at the stock price recommendation for Titan. So let's start. Before we take a look at the results, let us also take a look at what the journey has been for Titan in the stock market. So Titan got listed in the stock market in 1996 at a share price of only 5.8 rupees. Come 2021, can you imagine what would be the stock price for Titan? Well, it's 1790 rupees as we speak. Now, that's a growth of 31,000% from the time it was listed in the stock market, and that's a compounded annual growth rate, which we call CAGR, of 26%, which means that the company has increased the wealth of its shareholders by 26% on a year-on-year basis. Now, you can consider 5 to 6% inflation, and even then the post-inflation returns are close to 20% for this stock. So just imagine the kind of wealth that the firm has generated for its shareholders. There's actually one shareholder who has been a party, who has been a witness to this massive growth of this company, and that's none other than the big bull of Indian stock market, and that's Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. The man invested in the stock when it was at a price of 6 rupees per share, and today the holdings for him of this particular stock is alone 8,000 crore rupees. Imagine the kind of wealth that the guy has made from this stock. But the lesson that we get to understand is, if you're investing in good businesses and if you have the patience to wait till the long term, the stock market is definitely going to reward you for it. And that's exactly what happened with Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. So let's now take a look at how the results have been for the company in the current quarter for the current financial year. Okay, so if you look at the sales have jumped by 74% on a year-on-year basis, from 1900 crores last year to close to 3300 crores this year. If you look at the expenses have actually gone down by 13%. They were 630 crores last year, but this year they've only shown 546 crores as expenses. If you look at Ebit, which is earnings before interest and tax, that has jumped by 124%, and that is very evident. The sales has skyrocketed by 74%. The expenses have gone down, so the earnings before interest and tax will automatically jump. And that increase is of 124% from a negative 289 crores to a positive 126 crores. Which means that the company was a loss-making company in the first quarter of last year, whereas it has now turned into a profit-making business for the current quarter. If you look at the profit after tax, the profit after tax has jumped by 123% from negative 270 crores last year to 61 crores this year. So if you look at the entire results based on these four metrics, the sales is going up, the expenses are going down, the profits are going up. It all looks to be a very good story for Titan. But you should remember, whenever a company has multiple divisions and they are investing in multiple businesses, there are multiple businesses under them, you should always take a look at each of those divisions, at each of those businesses, before you make a final comment on the financials of a particular company. So let us take a look at that now. Now Titan has 4 businesses under it. First is the jewelry division, then is the watches, then eyewear, and then is the others division. If you look at the revenue mix, which means what is the revenue that they are making from each of these businesses, a whopping 85% comes from the jewelry division for them. 11% comes from watches and 2% comes from both eyewear and others respectively. So the point that I'm trying to bring home here is that 85% of the revenues are coming from the jewelry division only. That means if the jewelry division does good in the future, Titan is poised for a very healthy run, but if the jewelry division does not do good, then the Titan share market performance and their financial results might take a hit in the near future. Let us take a look at the Ebit performance. In the previous slide, I showed you that the company made 126 crores this particular quarter. So now we are going to take a look at what is the division-wise Ebit that the company has made. So out of the 126 crores that the company made, 207 crores comes from jewelry division, and all the other segments, which is watches, eyewear and others, they have actually shown a negative EBIT, which means the three businesses, which are watches, eyewear and others, are actually loss-making businesses for them, and it's only the jewelry business which contributes to 85% of the revenue, and that's a very profitable business for them. So the point that I'm trying to highlight here is that the performance for Titan in the near future is heavily dependent on how the jewelry segment performs. And jewelry segment is also very highly dependent on the prices of the gold in the market. So if the prices suddenly jump up, they might see that the demand for their products is going down and their financials might take a hit. So let us take a look at the stock price recommendation based on how these results have been. If you look at the current market price is 1,790. The target price that I am giving is a 6% upside from the current levels, which is 1,890, and the time period that I'm quoting here is 15 months. I expect a lot of volatility in the stock because of fluctuation in the gold prices, which will again affect their jewelry business, and if their jewelry business gets affected, the entire financials will get affected for the company, given that jewelry contributes to 85% of their total business. Alright, so that's it from my end. Thank you for watching the video, and for more of such quality content, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.